Shut down. Oh, we live, sir. It's lucky.
Yep.
You got sound, sir?
I don't know. Should have something.
Let me check.
Check real quick. Shalom, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 1969, under commanding General YAHANNA, and we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group. If you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you're not in the truth. Today's I.S.U.P.K Houston Sabbath service, and we will be picking up from Exodus chapter 12, verse 40. And contrary to belief, blacks, Native Indians, Hispanics are God's chosen people, according to the Bible. And Christianity is a lie. You have been taught a lie your whole life. All these Christian pastors are just motivational speakers. They're not really teaching you the Bible. They're not opening up the Bible and showing you these records of God's chosen people, who they truly are. They're not showing you what the Bible is actually talking about. They're not showing you the true things in the Bible. They're just getting you to manifest the dream, whatever they're talking about. It's a lie. Here you are going to get the truth uncut, raw, 100%. And feel free to tune in and just follow along. Again, we're picking up in Exodus chapter 12, verse 40. Without further ado, we're just going to get straight into it, right? So I'll bring up the first priest, Mayim, which means to stand.
Yawakan, Banyahawada, Banyasha Allah.
Yabakan, Bon Yahawada, Bon Yasha Allah.
Yahaba Shim Yao Shab Rakatah.
Yahawba Shim Yao Shab Rakatah.
Layasha Allah.
Yasha Allah. Amadiyam Wapan Yahad.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Wadash,
Wadash,
Ayah,
Hayah,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakwatha,
Malakukah,
Saba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Zaika,
Watzayaka,
Ayah,
Hayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'aratza,
Ba'aratza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Ayah,
Hayah,
Bashemayim,
Bashemayim,
Nathanawa,
Thalanawa,
Lacham,
Makam,
Ko,
Ko,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalat now,
Wasalakinawa,
Kawat now,
Kawabakinawa,
Kasalat now,
Kasalakinawa, Kabawakinawa.
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 Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabaayanawa.
Tabayayanawa.
Barasayawan.
Balasayawan.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Ha'ala.
Waha'Allah.
Wahata Parak.
Wahataparat.
La'awalamium.
Awalayim.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
Bahashim Yahweh Shah,
Baba Kashah,
Babu Shah,
Nathan Lanawa,
Thalanawa,
Hakat,
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 Arapa'ah,
Narapa'ah,
Kal Makala,
Kal Makala,
Bakal Marawa,
Kal Madawa,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Hamatzraim,
Hamatarizayim,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Lahakwayam,
Nahakwayam,
Hamathiam,
Amathiam,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Arakawat,
Arakawat,
Atama Allah,
Atama Allah,
Lagarashan,
Nagarashan,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
Bahashim Yahweh Shah,
the water,
the water,
Aman,
Aman. In the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shah,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power
please give us the power
to heal all manner of sickness,
the power to heal all manner of sickness,
power to heal all manner of disease,
the power to heal all manner of disease,
to cleanse the lepers,
to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the
the
dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
the power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you so big.
thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
Bahashim Yahweh Shah,
Barak Lanawa,
Barak Lanawa,
Wa Yashala,
Wayasha'Allah,
Waha,
Waha,
Bayat Saparim,
Bayat Saparim,
Barak,
Barak,
Bahashim Yahweh Shai,
Bahashim Yahweh Shah,
the water Aman,
the water Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
bless us
bless us
and Israel
and Israel
and the school.
and the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
All, Haharyam,
Haharyam,
Mayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Azariah,
Azoriah,
Azariah,
Azoriah,
Ma'ain,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayathan,
Ayathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayishan,
Yayashun,
Shawamar,
Shawamor,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Ayad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyunka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ayakayaka,
La'ayahika,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Balayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makal Rai,
Makarai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afnapashka,
Afnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar Tazaafka,
Yashamar Taza'atka,
Wabawa Aka,
Wabawa Yaka,
Ma'aitha,
Ma'aika,
Wa'ai Awalam,
I will In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills,
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills,
from whence cometh my help.
from whence cometh my help.
My help coming from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yashar'Allah
he that keepeth YAHANNA
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forward
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Allahayim,
all Dami Alakah,
all Dami Yalakah,
all Sakarash,
all Thakarash,
all
Wa'al,
Tashakwat,
Tashakwat,
all Kaya,
Kaya,
Hana,
Hana,
Awayabika,
Awayadika,
Yahama Yawan,
Yahama Yawan,
Wamashanayaka,
Umashnayaka,
Sha'awa,
Sha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Anika,
Amika,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Ya'ira Yawa,
Sawad,
Sawad,
Wayata Ya'ai Tazawa,
Wayata Aitazawa,
all Tazapawanyaka,
all Tazapawanyaka,
Amarawa,
Amarawa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakak Yadam,
will not cut your dumb,
Mongolia,
Magoa,
Wala'a,
Wala'ah,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Shum, Yasha'ila,
Awad,
Iwad,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
Nava Aitazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakatwa,
Ayaka,
all your cup,
Baryaf,
Varia,
Yakaraswa,
Yakarathwa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Arawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai Aliyam,
Wa Yasha'im, Wa Yalam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wa Hagarium,
Wa Hagarium,
Gabal,
Kabal,
Wa Amawan,
Wa Amawan,
Wa Amalak,
Wa Amalak,
Palashaf,
Palashat,
Amyashabia,
Yishabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashwar,
Gam Ashwa,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Ayam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Laban Yalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadyan,
Kamadian,
Kasya, Ra'a,
Kasaya, Sa Ra'a,
Kayabian,
Kayagin,
Banakar,
Banakar,
Koyashawan,
Kwayashawan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ayan the Ira,
Bayanda Ira,
Ayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadiamua,
Nadiyamwa,
Ka Arab,
Ka'ara,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Abak,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza Manai,
Wakatazalamna,
Ka Nasiakamwa,
Kanasi Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarashwa,
Lanawa,
Nanawa,
Af,
At,
Naawaf,
Na'awat,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rokwa,
Rakwa,
Kaash,
Ka'ash,
Tabaira,
Taba'ira,
Yaira,
Ya'ira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Haba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Haryum,
Haryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Tharadapma,
Taradatma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapaska,
Basa Wapatka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Aya,
Ayai,
Wayakaparawa,
Wayakapara,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabatwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
all Kaharatza,
Alkaha Arataza. In the English, keep not thou silence,
keep not thou silence,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
hold not thy peace,
hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
for lo, thy enemies make atonement,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head,
have lifted up the head,
they have taken crafty counsel
they have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
Let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yashar'Allah
That the name of Yashar'Allah
may be no more remembrance.
may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarim,
and the Hagarene,
Gabal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kaisan,
at the brook of Kaisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb
like Oreb
and like Zeeb.
and like Zayed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes
all their princes,
as Zabak
all Zabah
and Zamula,
and Zamunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
and as the fire burnt the wood,
and as the fire burnt their wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as a flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
So,
It don't matter to me. Symmetrical on this side.
that's cool, man.
This side in the middle.
We vibe. Thanks.
Side crazy.
All right. Now, like I said, you know what, man, get the Lord a hand, man. Get the Lord a hand, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's not easy getting up here, doing the Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to our culture. You know what I mean? You know, but we do it anyway. You know what I mean? The Lord requires it from us. It's important that we get back to our language. We was before we were slaves in America. You know what I mean? The Lord paved the way for it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We in the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man. We getting back to our language. We get back to our culture, our God, you know what I'm saying? I know you see the friends. You know what I mean? You see the headpiece. You know what I mean? We ain't got to be criminals. We ain't got to be drug dealers. We ain't got to be prostitutes. We ain't got to be street walkers. We ain't got to be all that, man. Guess what? The Lord set up a sanctuary for you. For you to find out who you are. Instead of walking out here blind. You know what I mean? Without a clue. The Lord just set it up for you. That's what we doing out here in the I.S.U.P.K, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, man, we showing you who you are. We reliving who we used to be before we were slaves. I know it's hard, man. I know you walk outside and you see a society that got it going on. But guess what? This society is due to fall. You know what I mean? It's only a short amount of time before this society crumble to pieces. It's fall over like Lego stacks. But without further ado, man, we're gonna get to Exodus 12 and chapter 12, verse 40.
So we're in the Hebrew. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 40 in the Hebrew. Washab, Ban Yasha'ala, Ashar, Yeshabwa, Ba Matazarayam, Shalashim, Shana, Wa Arabai, Ma'awath, Shana, verse 41. Wayahaya, Ma'Qataza, Shalashim, Shana, Wa Arabai, Ma'awath, Shana, Wayahaya, Ba'ai Tazam, Hayawam, Yataza Awa, Call, Taza Ba'awath, Yahweh, Ma'arataza, Ma'tazarayam, verse 42. La Yala, Shamariam, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, La Wa Taza Tazayam, Ma'arataza, Ma'tazarayam, Hawa'ah, Ha La Yala, Hazah, La Yahweh, Shamariam, Lakal, Manya, Yasha'ala, La Daratham, verse 43. Waya Amar, Yahweh, All, Mashah, Wa Haran, Za'ath, Chakwath, Ha Pasach, Kal, Ban, Nakar, Ah, Ya Akal, What? Verse 44. Wakal, Ibad, Ayash, Makwanath, Kasap, Wamalasa, Asawa, Azah, Ya Akal, but what? Verse 45. So Washab, Washakayar, La'at, Ya Akal, but what? Verse 46. Babayath, Achad, Ya Akal, La'at, the what Tazaya'a, Man, Babayath. Hey, just get through it. That's just what I do. That's like Man, Ha Bashar, Ha Watazah, Slakia, Ha Watazah, Wa'ai Tazam, La'ab, the Shabarawa, but what? Verse 47. Call, Idaf, Yasha'ala, Ya'ishawa, Asawa, Verse 48. Wakaya. Yagawar. I.S.U.P.K. Guard. I.S.U.P.K. Pasach. La Yahweh. Ha-Mawal. Lawa. Carl. Sakar. Wa'az. Yahweh. La I.S.U.P.K. YAHANNA. Ka. It's like Ka. Azarach. Ha. Aratazah. Wakal. Irala. La'a. Ya'akal. Bawa. Verse 49. Tawara'a. Slakia. Tawara. Akhaf. Yahaya. La Azarach. Walagar. Hagar. Ba Thawakam. It's like it. Ba Thawakam. Verse 50. I.S.U.P.K. Call. Banya. Yasha'ala. Ka Ashar. Yahweh. Afmashah. Ma'ath. Aharon. Khan. I.S.U.P.K. Unless we just finish the chapter, there's only one left. Only one scripture left.
Good. Read 51.
Verse 51. Wayahaya. Ba'aitazam. Ayawam. Hazah. Hawa. Taza Ya'a. Yahweh. Afmanya. Yasha'ala. Ma'aratazah. Ma'atazarayam. Ayah. Tazaba'atham. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 40 in the English. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. Verse 41. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day, it came to pass that all the hosts of the Lord went out from the land of Egypt. Verse 42. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out of the land of Egypt.
Some prior background and understanding to what we are going over right here in the Hebrew and translating in the English. This is the Lord giving Moses some instruction for the nation. For the nation. He giving the nation some culture now. You know what I'm saying? Some things to do, like a calendar. He giving them a calendar. He giving them some things to do within certain, month, some customs. So that's basically what this is here. And we're just going over there.
Good.
Okay.
Also, on top of that, that's heavy if you say that out of one, because Lord is that's what the Lord is doing to somebody that sees the whole thing.
Right.
But just us as a nation, we think it's just us getting out of captivity. And if I could, it says that we were in Egypt 430 years. That's about how long we've been in America.
Too damn long,
Kind of
That's too damn long, goddamn. You know what I'm saying, man? That's a long ass time, man. And I think it's more crucial on us, and it's more important on us that we do get these instructions. See, we overlooking a few things with ourselves, you know what I'm saying, as a people, man, and as a nation, because the Lord see us fit to have our own, and He's putting the man in charge. The man in charge is Moses, and Moses is in charge to show us how we're supposed to be behaving as a nation, things we're supposed to be celebrating, you know what I'm saying, the customs we're supposed to be keeping and everything. To this day, we still think it's not a light thing. You know what I mean? We have our own. We just got to get back to it. We got to embrace it. You know what I'm saying? The second we do that, man, the world is in trouble. You know what I mean? And I just find it so very fascinating that, you know, the Lord put a man in place. He giving us the calendar. He giving us the game plan, things that we should be doing. You know, like right now, it's rodeo season. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to that, we should be what was it? We went in the new moon last night, the night before.
Red moon or something, blood moon.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we're approaching the new month. And earlier in the chapter, it tell you how you're supposed to do, you know, approach a new month. You know what I mean? So I mean, imagine if we was on that type of timing as a people. You know what I mean? Like that, the world would be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Financially. You know what I mean? We have a lot more control, and we'll just be more established. You know what I mean? Because America give you 3 weeks, be anything, this is what you want to be, whatever. Imagine if we all served the Lord as a people, and we was all on one page. Man, we'd be tough, man. And the blueprint is right here. We reading the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? We're reading what Moses had. You know, we getting back to it here in the I.S.U.P.K.
Good. So, and what you said is so I want to reiterate. So what you're saying is pretty much the Lord used the opportunity of the children of Israel being in slavery and got them out of that captivity just to be able to push them into the position of power which He made them to be in the whole time.
Right. And if you really take the blindfolds off of it, if you look at it, He was trying to make them something great while they was still slaves. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's trying to make you great while you still slaves right now with the I.S.U.P.K. If you would adhere and if you would listen and if your eyes were opened up and see what's presented to you from the Lord, you would just walk into rulership. You'll just walk into it. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, this is a sidebar, but like most people, black people, they vote and they don't know what they voting for. They don't know what the side has to offer to them. They don't know what the side has to offer to them. They don't know this political background. You like voting for this person because they gave a decent speech or the speech sounded good. Now, if you will vote for the Lord, all the black folks in the Christian church, right? You open the book every day. You open the book every day. You look in the book, and you still don't know what this book is talking about. You don't know that this book is voting for you. This book is voting for you, man. The first 5 books of the Bible, man, is showing you how to be a nation. It's giving you instruction. It's giving you guidance. The Lord put a man up to lead the nation, and you still don't want to listen to him.
Like it, sir. Kind of, if I could, but yes, like I'm listening, sir. Yeah, but so what? Pretty much, the Most High built us to be the perfect nation, the nation that's fit for rulership. It's the nation that He wanted, just like he gave the game to Adam to be able to run the garden. When Israel came around, he was looking at Israel to run the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Most High wanted it. But if I could, my I don't want to drop it so heavy because I didn't even see it like this before just now. So, I recall last week when I was saying the Most High knew that, you know what I'm saying, because when he told Moses that Pharaoh was gonna not hearken, not listen to him, he's gonna harden his heart. He told him everything. Then he said, okay, this time Pharaoh's gonna listen to you. But before he said that, he was like, and y'all gonna have to celebrate Passover and celebrate the Feast of the Unleavened Bread. And this was all before, you know what I'm saying, the firstborn of the Egyptians was unalive.
And if I could, the oppressor, he's great at manipulating us. He's great at manipulating us because guess what? He got a calendar. Well, what is it? St. Irish Day coming up or something.
St. Patrick's Day.
Patrick's Day, yeah. Whatever that is. You pinch me, I'm gonna knock your ass out. So like, you know what I'm saying? Don't you pinch me? Don't think I'm pretty like that. I ain't wearing green the rest of the month. You know what I'm saying? I wear the opposing color of green for the whole month. You know what I mean? But no, the oppressor, he give you a calendar and you follow it. You fall right in line with the oppressor, and guess what? I know it's hard to escape because you have to slave, or you have to job, your 9 to 5. It's all in the air. The kids go to school, and you know it's in the school, it's in the daycare, and it's hard to escape. It's easy to just go with the flow. But man, if you follow the Lord, if you're picking up on what the I.S.U.P.K is dropping, you know what I'm saying? Stay with it. Stay with it. Endure. Fight against it, man. If you open your eyes up, if you see that the Bible is telling us to oppose against the oppressor and his holidays and you know the things that he stands for and everything, stay with it, man. And guess what? You ain't got to do it alone. You got your brothers, you know what I'm saying, in the same fight as you. We in the same boat here. We trying to reach one destination, and that's the kingdom.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So your brothers is in the same fight as you, the same boat as you. So I don't think you're going through it alone. But I know it's easy to curl to the temptation of the world because it's all around us. You know, they're doing big parades, they're doing Easter egg hunts, and they're doing sales and all this. Forget about all that. You know what I'm saying? Stay with what the Lord gave us. And it ain't bland. It ain't bland. I mean, like contrary to popular belief, it might seem like it's boring, but when you look at it and what the Lord, like Passover, right? That's our most high holy day, and it's coming up. We're finna have an amazing time in Atlanta. You know what I mean? And the Lord gave us that because to celebrate every year because he destroyed our enemies. That's the kind of God that we serve, man. You know, I mean, think about it. If you really think about it, why wouldn't you want to serve a God and say, hey, just chill out and I'm going to destroy your enemies for you. Just do what I tell you to do. Don't that sound so amazing?
It's a loving father.
Right? That's a loving father, right? Don't that sound amazing? Don't that sound so simple? But yet we make it difficult. Why do we make it so difficult? Why do we have to complicate things when it's that simple? When the Bible tells you step by step how to be as a nation, how to be as a people, how to govern yourself as a person, how to interact with your brother, you know, why do we make things so difficult? You got a question? Okay. Yeah. Why do we make things so difficult, man? It don't have to be that difficult. That's why we going back over what we should be celebrating, how we should be behaving as a people, how we should be behaving as a nation. You know what I mean? Because it's so simple. But of course, 400 years of slavery has made things difficult for us in this place. You know what I'm saying? It's embedded in our spirit, in our DNA, in our complex to behave a certain way because we've been here for so long and we don't have the knowledge and the understanding of who we are. That's why the I.S.U.P.K are telling you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Or teaching you who you are. You know what I mean? We'll continue with it, man. I done went on a rant.
It's not crazy,
But
sir.
it's out to walk.
So we had verse 42. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out of the land of Egypt. This is the night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel and their generations. Verse 43. And the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof.
Now, hold on. This is major. Read that again.
There shall no stranger eat thereof.
One more time.
There shall no stranger eat thereof.
Look here, man. The Passover is coming up. How ironically, you know what I'm saying? And this is the greatest feast day on the face of the earth. And guess what? No stranger shall eat thereof. This is for Israelites only. Don't that sound good? You know what I'm saying? Don't that sound amazing? And I like to compare the Passover. You know, I like to do an analogy like this, right? Let's say your people can do an annual cook-off, right? Or an annual barbecue. Don't they look at you crazy if you bring somebody crazy?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, if you bring a white girl, I mean, I haven't experienced this. But I've been to cookouts and I know when the vibe is off. And if you bring somebody crazy or odd or something like that, they're gonna look at them like, what are you doing with this stranger? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Read that one more time.
There shall no stranger eat thereof.
Stranger can't eat with us, man. You know what I mean? It's written in our law, and it's definitely written in our vibe. Who else make something like this? You know what I mean? Like come up with a sequence like this, with laws like this. You know what I mean? It's black people. The Bible is talking about black people. You know what I mean? Who else acts like this? You know what I'm saying? And this is just a switch over to, you know, the black man vibe. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Hispanic man vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not invited if you're not us. Basically, is what it's saying. So, I mean, I'm trying to find another way to put it.
Good, sir. It's a family affair.
Family
you know what I'm saying? That's all. I think that's what you're trying to say, sir. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, the neighbors down the street that throw garbage in front of their lawn all the time coming to your family barbecue. They're not invited.
I got a better way to put it. When black people get together, there's always a carrying around.
There's always a what, sir?
A carrying around.
God.
There's always a Karen around. A Karen, she gonna pop out the woodwork. And she wanna be there. It seems like it's popping, is going on. Yeah. You know. Oppressors, they don't see it in their food. You know, they ain't got it slapping. We got it slapping, right? You know what I'm saying? We got it going on. And somebody gonna see that, because they not invited, they gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? It's only right that you hate. Call the law. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brothers that be checking Karens. You feel me? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's only right that you hate, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that now. You know what I mean? I understand why they be on Karen so hard, man. Like, if you ain't invited, you ain't invited. And we have that spirit. Whenever we do something big and we thought out, it's for us. You know what I'm saying? Come one, come out. Hey man, tell your folks to come through, pull through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm barbecuing, man. Everybody, you know, you come pull through, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same spirit. But when we address like, okay, now no oppressors. We lay down the law and say no oppressors. Then you got them Christian folks want to say, well, God love everybody. Because that's what Christians are. You know what I'm saying? But it's in our spirit to be separate. It's in our spirit to say, only us. This is for us. They have their own thing. They don't include us for anything. You know what I'm saying? even in our school, in our schooling system, they don't include us with economics and stuff like that. They don't teach us how to thrive. So we do something small for ourselves, just like getting together and eating and celebrating a small victory. You know what I'm saying? They got a problem with it. You know what I mean? But that's just going off on the rant, man. I don't mean to just chat up. Man, I got the spirit. I got the spirit.
That's what we do this Saturday, sir.
Good, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Verse 44. But every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof.
Now, this is an old custom. You know, whether you circumcised or not, welcome to come to the Passover and enjoy the lamb, enjoy the wine, enjoy the brotherhood. More importantly, you know, and get back into the culture of your people. Continue.
Verse 45. A foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. Verse 46. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. Verse 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Verse 48. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall find that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof.
All right, let's dial back a little bit. Let's dial back to 44. Read 44. Read 45.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 45. A foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof.
So this is talking about somebody of the other nation. This is not talking about somebody of Israel, because that would be against Israel. You know what I'm saying? So that's somebody that's let's say a roundabout nation or something like that you can hire to look at the horses or clean up after your horses, or work with you, you know, in lands and stuff like that. You ain't doing no physical labor. You putting their ass. You know? Excuse me. Continue one more time.
Again, sir.
No, not that
one. Verse 46. In one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth out the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof.
Right, so that was just the customs of how we would eat back then. You know, everybody eat in the house. We ain't leaving. When you having a feast day, it's gonna be eating right then, right there. You know, ain't nobody packing it up to go. That's how important it was, man. Taking it home, eating it right then, right there. Everybody in one spirit. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. See?
Verse 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Verse 48. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised.
Now, stranger in this sense is talking about who?
So like you said, it's Israelites that's not keeping the custom of Sunday. Israel, there's like some kind of way they're not all the way in the nation or something like that.
Right. That's right. That's absolutely correct. It's just the hand. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Yeah, this is not talking about stranger as stranger to the nation. This is talking about stranger within the nation. You know what I mean? Like I don't know you.
So like,
Right. The 2 officers, I'm preaching officer in the shot. Okay. Glad to meet you. It's like that though. It's talking about like that, but now it's talking about under a male authority, a male household. Let's say there's a family of Israelites that stay out in Cape. don't see them often, or they stay out in the country. I don't see them often. I don't know them. They come around every now and again. I see them, the Israelites, but when they come into the congregation, it was a certain custom that was kept. You know, like how we check brothers at the door. You know, making sure there's no weapons. It was a that was kept. Okay, if you're one of us, you know, every male has to be circumcised. So that's basically what that is saying. It's custom within the congregation, custom within the nation that we kept, just to make sure you was one of us. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. It's just wearing the jersey. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you're on the right team. So,
and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land. For no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. Verse 49.
I'm gonna pause right there because now, you know, because we are a broken nation, this might be somebody watching online and they might think, well, you know, due to circumstances, hey man, we a nation now. We just more focused on getting back to being a nation now. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel you have to go out there and do something life changing to yourself or whatever. Just get back into the nation. You know what I'm saying? You welcome to the Passover, man. You know what I mean? In any kind of condition you are. You know what I mean? Just come to the Passover, get with your people, and then sick. The doctor says stay away from human contact. You know, follow what the doctor tell you. But other than that, man, you go to the Passover, man. If you're black man, Native Indian man, Hispanic man, come and enjoy the brotherhood and the feel of being a part of a nation.
If I could, sir, what you're saying is heavy. You definitely don't have to circumcise yourself physically when trying to come to the Passover. The only Passover in Israel is the I.S.U.P.K Passover. But if I could, like we read a few weeks ago, you know what I'm saying, when Moses said he had uncircumcised lips, you know what I'm saying, we went from there to the scripture that talked about a circumcised heart. Circumcised heart means a heart that's trying to serve the Lord. So you can circumcise your spirit when trying to come to the Passover.
There you go.
You don't have to physically circumcise yourself. Circumcise yourself spiritually. Getting all black, you know what I'm saying? Get a headpiece on if you're a sister, you know what I'm saying? Say the prayer. Don't just come and try to eat the lamb and drink some strong and try to, you know what I'm saying, jay down on some sisters. No, that's not your spirit, not in the right place. You know saying? You circumcise your spirit. Try to come back to your culture. That's coming, you know what I'm saying, with the Lord in mind.
So I'm glad you said that. You right on, man. You right on target. And yeah, you don't. I mean, it's not saying to circumcise yourself physically, but Paul spoke about it before. You know, when Christ was building his school and he was teaching, and after he left, you might pick it up. Paul was talking about circumcising yourself in the spirit, and that's like cutting yourself off from this world, cutting yourself off from you know, the pleasures of this world.
I see it, so that's Moab over there. I just saw Moab walk that way.
All right, now don't sweat.
That's not possession. Khan. Verse 49. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you. Verse 50. It's like,
let me elaborate on that. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth. That's basically what we was talking about. It's a law. It was a law in Israel that, you know, if you coming into the nation, if you are the nation, you have to be circumcised. That was really, you know, a big thing in our nation back then. See,
Khan. Verse 50. Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they. Verse 51. And it came to pass the selfsame day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies.
Yeah. And I just want to expound on that point one more time about being circumcised. You know, I'm gonna pull a Paul real quick. You know what I'm saying? It's so important to be circumcised today, circumcised in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Removing your spirit from America, removing your spirit from this place. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Egypt is covered with filthiness. You know what I mean? It's covered with fornication. It's covered with a layer of unintegrity. I don't know how
That's a good word for it, sir.
It's no integrity. You know what I'm
Disgusting.
saying? So to build a better foundation, you know, remove your spirit from this place. You know what I mean? Separate from America. You know what I mean? It was big on separation back then. And if you really think about the process of circumcision, it's a process of trauma. You know what I mean? It's a process of trauma. You have to cut something off, give it time to heal, and then you know what I'm saying, you're able to be complete again. Right?
Yes, sir. I got a precept.
Come. If you got a precept. But if you think about it, the Lord was performing circumcision with us from Egypt. Because we was joined to Egypt. We was like this with Egypt. Set the plagues, set the stage up, separated us from Egypt. Now it's not no Egypt no more. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just one. And we walked through the desert 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Healing as a nation. And we still didn't heal completely. You know what I mean? But we got to where we need to be. I'm dragging it on. Get the precept.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? That's time progressed. Circumcision progressed, speaking blatantly. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking blatantly. Like, and that could go for numerous things. I'm not going to digress into it. But that's an excellent precept. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right along the lines of what we're talking about. So now we're going into Exodus chapter 13. And we got to read the Hebrew. Let's get it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 1, in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amar.
If you're following along online, you know, you can follow along with us reading in Hebrew. Download the Bible Hub app and just click on INT, and you know, it'll show up in the Hebrew if you click on that. And again, we're at Exodus chapter 13, verse 1.
Verse 2. Quadah, call. Bakawar, Patar, call. Raham, Babanya, Yasha'ala, Ba-Adam, Wa Ba-Hama, Leah, Hawa'a. Verse 3. Waya Amar, Mashah, Al Ha'ad, Zakawar, Af, Hayawam, Hazah, Ashar, Yataza Atham, Ma Matazarayam, Mabayath, Ibadium, Kaya, Ba Khazak, Yad, Hawa Tazaya'a, Yahweh, Mazah, Ya'akal, Hamatazah. Verse 4.
Oh.
It's like last one. Hamatazah. Verse 4. Hayawam, Atham, Yataza Ayam, Ba Khadash, Ha Abayab. Verse 5. Wahaya, Kaya, Ya Baya Aka, Yahweh, All Arataza, Ha Kana'anaya, Wahachathya, Waha Amaria, Waha Hawaya, Waha Ya Mawasya, Ashar, Nashabai, La Abathiaka, Lathath, Laka, Arataza, Zabath, Khalab, Wa Dabash, Wa Ibad, like it, Wa Ibadath, Ath, Ha Ibada, Slakia, Ha Ibada, Ha Za'af, Ma Khadash, Hazah. Verse 6. Shaba'ith, Yam Yam, Sa'akal, Matazaf, Wa Bayawam, Ha Shabaya'aya, Slakia, Ha Shabaya'aya, Chag, La Yahweh. Verse 7. Matazawaf, Ya'akal, Af, Shaba'ith, Ha Yam Yam, Wala'ah, Yara'ah, Laka, Hamatazah, Wala'ah, Yara'ah, Laka, Ashar, Bakal, Gabalaka. Verse 8. Wa Slaki, Wa Gadaf, Labanka, Bayawam, Ha Hawa'a, La Amar, Ba'ai Bawar, Za, Aisha, Yahweh, Leah, Ba Taza'afia, Ma Matazarayam. Verse 9. Wa Haya, Laka, La Awath, Al Yadka, Wa La Zakarwan, Slakia, Wa La Zakarwan, Bayan, Ayanayaka, La Ma'ain, Sahaya, Sawarath, Yahweh, Ba Payaka, Kaya, Bayad, Hazakwa, Ha Wataza Aka, Yahweh, Ma Matazarayam. Verse 10. Was Shamar, it's like it was Shamarath. Af. Ha Hakwa. Hazaaf. So what's it? It's like Hazaaf. Lama Wa'ida. Ma Yam Yam. Yum Yama. Back to the English. God. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both man and of beast. It is mine.
Solidifying the Lord's position in Israel. You know what I'm saying? So that's fight for it, right? You know, anything that's birth belongs to the Lord. Simple enough to understand. See?
God. Verse 3, and Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the houses of bondage, for by strength of the hand, Slakia, for by strength of hand the Lord brought you out from this place.
Right now, this you gotta remember again. This is the Lord saying these things through Moses. You know what I mean? Like the Lord is telling you to remember these things. How so easily we forget about things when we facing a bill, when we facing a light bill, when we facing eviction, we facing. So you get a flat tire, you forget about everything. Somebody cut you off in traffic, you forget about everything, right? So simple. But we should remember what the Lord did for us, the kind of God that we serve from when. You know what I'm saying? We don't serve a genie. See, black people want to serve a genie. You know, I say, I believe in you. Everything's supposed to be manifested in my life. That's how we think as black people. You know what I'm saying? We've been grinded down to that kind of powder. You know what I'm saying? But we're supposed to be serving the God that's living. He's a real God. He's a powerful God. You know what I'm saying? And he's done things for us that we do not pay gratitude to. You know what I mean? So when you know the kind of God that you serve, it's a father figure, you start straightening up a lot more then. You know? And you pay a lot more gratitude, homage, and you watch yourself a lot better then because we serve a living God. You know what I mean? We serve God that can wipe out all this. Good.
If I could, what you're saying is heavy. I don't mind because you know what I'm saying that mentality is real strong in the black and brown community because of Christianity. So we think, you know what I'm saying. I remember. I'm not saying our sisters are like this, but any woman, a woman that, you know what I'm saying, that was like you tell them, hey, I'm interested in you or whatever. You want to, you know what I'm saying, court each other. And they say, what you going to do for me? You know what I'm saying? What you going to get my hair done, nails did? You know what I'm saying? They going, what you going to do for me? So that's like that's, I'm not saying that you supposed to, the relationship was a bad example. But as far as serving your power, you can't think like, what's my power done for me lately? You can't think like that.
You know what you're saying? Well, I get what you're saying. And then, you know, a lot of men have been raised by women. So that has stunted their growth in manhood a lot. But guess what? You got the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, to bring you back to full masculinity, you know, to to full understanding of every aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? Just acknowledge that sometimes this is where you got to be hurt at. You got to be hurt in your pride. You know what I mean? Don't think you know everything and you know do all these things and manifest garbage. You know what I'm saying? You can sell fugazi, fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? Accept the fact that you can buy fool's gold in life and acknowledge what real gold is. You know what I'm saying? This is real gold here. You know, we cracking the book out and we showing you what's real. You know what I'm saying? So on top of all that, man, you serve a real God. You serve a real God. A God that's like a father, more than a father. You know what I mean? So that's something to take into consideration and not be taken lightly. Because you take it lightly, you like look at that like, oh, you know, well, I just want $700 there. I just want $1,000. Or I just want all this and that. When you got a God that wiped out armies for you. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The Lord always put a man in charge of the nation. You need to be asking Commander General YAHANNA, what do I need to be doing to get right with the Lord? Or you will be a casualty in war. Because you don't have a clue on what's going on right now in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like real life is real life. You know what I mean? You got Trump and all this, you got Elon, and you got Ukraine, Russia, and all that. Niggas can't even get a passport. You know what I'm saying? And they worried about the wrong things. What if the dollar don't mean nothing no more? You know what I'm saying? Guess what? If the dollar don't mean nothing, everybody gonna turn to who they belong to. Chinese people gonna turn to Chinese people. Arabs gonna turn to Arabs. You know what I'm saying? We need to figure out how we can turn each other right now. You know what I mean? If we can figure out how we can turn each other right now, boy, we'll come up overnight. We'll come up like it ain't nothing. There ain't nothing to it. But the problem is our pride. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, this man want this. This woman want that. That woman want that. This man want that. Everybody want their own. We need to want everything for each other. Why we can't want a nation? I never heard a black man say, I want a nation. I want my own nation. Or I want to belong to a nation. I never heard that. I never saw it. I said, guess what? I saw it in I.S.U.P.K. Commander General YAHANNA is rebuilding our nation. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it. I didn't know it when I was a young lad. You know what I'm saying? When I was first coming up, I didn't know it. It sounded good. It sounded great. And I knew it was right to gravitate to it. Then I started seeing it. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. A nigga can't think about this in 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? On his own. It'll take something like Islam or Buddhism for a nigga to try to come up with a concept like that. But we have a nation. Niggas don't see themselves. You know what I'm saying? But you everywhere. And you can't be you. You gotta see somebody else to try to be you. That don't even make sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we got a God though. I mean, to bring it 360, we got a God, man. You know what I mean? Like we got a God that's us. You know what I mean? He created us in his image. He gave us his spirit. He gave us his laws and commandments. He gave us the blueprint on how to rule the earth. You know what I mean? I ain't mean to go the whole nine.
Most I ain't crazy.
I hate me to go the whole nine. Like, I just started getting the spirit.
Most I ain't crazy.
So let's continue.
Khan. For by strength of the hand, the Lord brought you out of from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten.
Guess what? The Lord ain't delivered. We can still be there right now. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord didn't have his hand in it, in the mix, he didn't deliver us from it, we'll still be there right now. We'll still be slaves. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, whether you see it or not, the Lord got his hand in the mix. You know what I mean? We don't see it because we so worried about small things, bills, gas. You know, we worried about small things. We don't see the big thing. We don't see the bigger picture. The Lord is governing this thing here. You know what I'm saying? We like a baby bird in his hand. And he got us. You know what I'm saying? He putting us where he wants us to be. And we have to see it. We have to see it. You know what I mean? What's that the scripture I'm paraphrasing? They say many will perish because of lack of knowledge. That's in the end days, you know what I mean? Because niggas refuse to see what's real. Niggas refuse to see what's at hand. You know what I mean? But guess what, man? You got time to change. You got time to open your eyes up. Since you want to say something?
It's a lot of concern. It ain't nothing major. I was just thinking to myself, when I'm struggling with something, it's like you don't have to understand. Like me personally, is to say to myself, you don't have to understand. You just have to obey. So like you was touching on bills and stuff like that, and even though we may not be able to see the bigger picture, like I was saying, we may not be able to see the nation as a whole or how our input of what we're doing and impact what's going on in the nation as a whole. It's just like you don't have to understand. All you have to do is obey, like obey the laws, statutes, obey the laws, so on and so forth.
That's right. Make this was the hand, man. That's right, man. Like we had armies when we came out of Egypt and we got ourselves together as a nation. We had armies, but the Lord said, walk around the city 7 times and shout. He didn't want us to go to fight. He wanted to show his strength. That's the kind of God that we serve. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to rob the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I want him. Yes, sir. Do this. You say, put it right here. It might not make no sense to me, but okay, I'll put it right here. I'll pick this up and I'll put this right here. And I look up, my enemy's dead. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. It's simple as that.
Another one is tithes.
You got a good. That's a major point right there. We have to. That's funding of the nation. You know what I'm saying? Funding the nation right there. You know what I mean? We are a nation. How else we gonna keep our system going? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If you knew to the truth and you told to pay 10% of every penny that you get, every penny of your increase, you might be wondering, where's my money going? You know what I'm saying? Why is it going to him? What's he gonna do with the money? 10% of whatever, 10% of 3,000 is a lot. And I just don't want to give that to somebody to pay his rent. But that's what the Lord says to do. Like the sister said, like Mahadawan said, just follow the order. Just do what the Lord requires of you, and don't ask. This, I mean, don't. Yeah, it's like
every commandment the Lord laid down is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's like laying carpet in a house. You know what I'm saying? It's for the comfort of your life and your living. You know what I mean? And when there's not carpet, there's a rough patch. You know what I'm saying? Like you stepping on the rough ground now, you might step your toe, you might step on a tack or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's basically just an overview of what the Lord has laid down for us. But to touch back on the specific thing that I was saying a second ago, we have to realize that we serve a God. Black people don't realize that they serve a God. They think saying, I believe that Jesus Christ is my Savior and everything. They say that. Let me show you what they do. Let me get that book real quick. Let me show you what they do. This is what Christians do. This is what all black people do. Jesus Christ is my Savior and Lord. I believe him. That's what they do right now. They close the Bible up. They don't read nothing else in the Bible. Don't you know this book is filled with pages? And you don't read nothing else? We're in Exodus, dropping it heavy right now. You know what I'm saying? And Christians don't do this. Christians don't do this. They don't go in the Bible, read the Bible, and show you what God is talking about. Because everybody they got their own agenda. Everybody in the Christian church got their own agenda. They believe their own thing. They believe they have a personal connection with God. We believe we got gathered connection with God, man. We are a nation. You know what I mean? That's more stronger than an individual. If you really think about it. I mean, you ain't got to really think about it, but you know what I'm saying? That makes more sense. But you are being led astray in the Christian church. In any other religion organization, you know, some people turn to Buddhism, some people turn to the Muslims, Islam, and all that. You turn to all that, you looking for wisdom. The wisdom is right here in the book. If you will open it up and look at it and read it, you will open it up and read it, then you will find some wisdom. I did it one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm 16. I'm like, man, let me see what this book is talking about. I crack it open, the Proverbs. Oh, man, that sounds like some game. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, I'm on a quest. Yeah, I ain't give up on the book. I ain't go look within another nation. You know, I found out what this book really was talking about. When I got serious about it, I'm like, wait a minute, man, this is talking about, this sounds like some stuff I'm going through. Boom, ran into the I.S.U.P.K. It's over with. It's over with then. Broke down the whole book to me. My mind ain't been right since then, but I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, man? My mind been in the works of getting washed, getting cleaned up, being on the right trail. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You can be the same way. All you gotta do is just open your eyes. So if you're in a Christian church, if you in any other religious organization, just open your eyes up for yourself. Open the book up and just read. Just read what the book is talking about. The Bible is not a religious book. It's a book of records. It's a history book. You know, do some reading for yourself. Don't let anybody tell you. You know what I mean? You got a mind for yourself. Start thinking for yourself and start looking at yourself. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and say, who do I belong to? What race of people do I belong to? If I belong to this people, if it's a duck, it's a duck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but if it's a gorilla, it's a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's a lion, it's a lion. And if it's a stallion, it's a stallion. You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, who do I belong to? Who are my people? Why are my people like this? How can I fix my people? How can I help my people? You know what I mean? Just simple as that. Let's continue.
Verse 4. This day came ye out in the month Abib. Am I good? Abib is the first month. It's the Hebrew, I believe. I believe it's Hebrew, but I'll get clarification on if it's Hebrew or what language that is. But that Abib is the first month out of the year. This is definitely the Hebrew calendar. This isn't where the springtime is in the middle of the year. This is the springtime, the beginning of the year. It says that in the Bible. It's been saying that all throughout Exodus. Just had to break it.
It's springtime.
Abib is the first month of the year in the real calendar, in the real Hebrew. So the oppressor of the devil, the Bible speaks of, he gonna make you work in the cold. He gonna make you wake up for what just happened, the little daylight savings. Yeah, he gonna make you lose an hour of sleep. He gonna make you do all types of things because they gotta fit his schedule. He a devil. He a oppressor.
Right.
It's like I just had to break that down. So yeah, Abib is the first month of the year. Verse 5. And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. Verse 6. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and in the 7th day shall be a feast unto the Lord. Verse 7. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be any leaven seen with thee in all thy quarters.
And guess what? We're going to do that again. Coming up shortly. Right after Passover night. We're going to start to eat unleavened bread. That's how fast they rushed us out of Egypt. You You know what I'm saying? The women, they couldn't get the things that they needed to make the bread fluff up. You know, they had things to make bread, but they didn't have things, the yeast to fluff the bread. And they was pushing us out of Egypt fast. You gotta understand how the Lord will work on your enemies. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, He don't work on your enemies in a miraculous way. And you won't even know it. You won't even fathom it until 2,000 years later, right? And like, you'll look at it like, dang, okay, they pushed us out of Egypt. Why though? That's how upset they was with you. You know what I mean? Like with your God, like, and it wasn't nothing you did, it was what your God did. You know what I'm saying? Like, your God was showing out in your life for you. We can't take it lightly. You know what I mean? We take it lightly now. We don't think about what our God will do for us as a whole. We think about what can our God do for us as an individual. You know what I mean? We have to change that. We have to change that around. Of course, captivity made us think like that, like slaves. But I.S.U.P.K is here to help you out.
Right. I ain't crazy. See, I'm gone. Verse 8. And thou shalt show thy son in that day, saying, this is done because of what? It's like because of that which the Lord did unto me when I came forth out of Egypt. Verse 9. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thine hand, and for a memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth.
Read that one more time.
Kind of kind. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thy hand, and for a memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth.
These feast days that we celebrate are a sign unto us. This is a sign unto us. Celebrating Passover, when the Lord destroyed our enemies, and all we had to do was just listen to him. He tell us to move, listen to Moses. That's all we had to do was just listen to one man. How hard can it be to listen to one man? It's not that hard. It's not that hard to listen to one man. See, I don't know, sir. We give a lot of trust and faith to the president, right? You know what I'm saying? The so-called oppressor or whatever. But how hard is it to listen to Commander General YAHANNA when he's saying something good for every black, Native Indian, and Hispanic community? You know what I'm saying? How hard is that to do? It's not hard. And when you listen, things like this happen. I.S.U.P.K. Houston happen. You know what I'm saying? Brothers start changing their lives. Sisters get off poles. Sister stop, put on clothes. Sister stop being harlots. You know what I'm saying? Things change when you listen to the man that the Lord did put in your life. You know what I'm saying? The Lord always be chosen man to lead the nation. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do as a nation, is listen to who the Lord put in charge of leading the nation. And then we'll be well off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't asking you to go out there and manifest things or pull wisdom teeth or perform open heart surgery and stuff like that. He ain't asking you to do all that. He's asking you to listen to him. Open your ears up and listen to the man that he put in charge. You know what I'm saying? How hard can that be? That's not hard at all. And that's a sign in our life. Who else is the Christian? Is the Christian pastor celebrating Passover? No Christian pastor is celebrating Passover? Ain't that in the Bible? Ain't that what the Lord loved? And the Lord said it's a sign. You know what I'm saying?
That's in the Old Testament, sir.
In the Old Testament. You put away the Bible there if you don't want to talk about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm starting to realize some things. Now, a lot of Christian pastors, what they do is they'll use the Bible as a trampoline, and then they'll make their own book.
Come on, bro.
They'll make their own book.
Come on, bro.
And then they'll start putting out their manifestations on how they think that you should manifest things in life.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They're a trampoline off the Bible into their own platform.
Right.
You But the spirit just hit me so hard, man.
Come on,
I done got scared. I done got scared there, man. That the Lord talking real spill now. You know what I'm saying? I understand what they say platform, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? The Bible still is the most sold book on the earth.
Real talk. If I could, what you're saying is so heavy, my brother, because about what you were saying about what Christian pastors do, and that proves that the Lord ain't talking to them. You see what I'm saying? The Lord has sent a lying spirit unto them brothers, man, unto them people, man. You understand? So like what you were saying, they use the Bible, right? And that's just so our simple people that's in the churches can say, well, he did read from the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? And it's so disgusting, bro. It's so much to the point now. Our people are so delusional and so ignorant to who Christ is, bro. Like, they don't even, our oppressor now can say, well, Jesus is black, right? Like Jim Muhammad brought out, Christ is the black, you know, the Caesar Borgia, that's a white man. That's not the real image of Christ. They can still, they can still do that now. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like our people are so far gone that, okay, Christ Jesus is black. So what? You see what I'm saying? And that's what's so disgusting. You understand? So yeah, so you right on with that point. So like,
If I could, I got a precept for what y'all brothers, what y'all Adonai am saying. If I could, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that, for the Lord God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Pretty much, don't listen to that three-piece suit wearing liar.
Slick bastard.
God.
We'll call him what he is. Man. He's a slick bastard.
God, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Any Christian pastor is a slick bastard. That's close on mentioning. And yeah, man, that's what he's doing.
It's just
Oh, you.
Come on. If I could, sir, to tie what you said earlier, sir, into this priest, what you just read, sir. Like you were saying, it's difficult for us to understand. Like, if you get an order from a man above you, and you're not seeing the bigger picture is supposed to build up the nation, you reference like women who just like whores, and if every sister takes on the challenge of not just like a whore, they don't realize it's about having a nation of women who aren't whores. They think about how does it benefit me to God once I'm a whore, but to man, you just said something, sir. It's a lot.
Precept?
Sir.
You may read it again, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 13, verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
Sir. So what that just made me think about just now is like, if you hearken onto the Most High, but it's like you doing it to see how it can benefit you, that's like a filtering process for the Most High. Like, are you doing this for your own glorification, or are you doing this to help build up the nation? Are you changing it for your people, or are you just doing it for yourself?
Right. This is the hand. I understand where you're coming from with your point, and you were saying it like how the slick city charlatans that's pastors, right? How they do it as a filtering process. Like pastors, they'll do it to see if it works, and then if it works, they incorporate it into their own little business. You know, instead of leading the people to be a nation. See, the pastors got it all wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the pastors, they can build a nation, but instead of building a nation, they rather build a following. You know what I'm saying? That's what we confuse that as people. Instead of being a nation, we are followers. I follow baptism. I follow what's the other one?
Catholicism.
Catholic. Instead of being a nation, right? Presbyterian. Instead of being a nation, the pastors build followers. Instead of building a nation, we build a nation here in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? We rebuilding our nation. It might sound like a small thing, but when you look at it, it's major. It's major because we know who we are. We know that we came here to be slaves. It's like we still immigrants in this place. But lower than immigrant. Than the immigrant mind. We thinking like, love the master. If we love the master, then we'll be all right. Because we feel like we owe something. You know what I'm saying? We owe who we are. They didn't tell us who we was. They stripped that away from us. They took away from who we are and gave us, well, let's just see what they are now. And now we trying to be everything except for who we are. We trying to be gangsters. We trying to be the top dog and all that. Forget about all that. Let's be who we are. You know what I'm saying? We be who we are, then we'll be all right.
They told us we Africans and Spaniards.
Yeah, they told us we Africans and Spaniards. If we was Yashala, like how we know we are, how we can go out there on the corner and say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of,
right?
And can't nobody stop us from saying that because it's the truth. Then you own something. Right. You know what I mean? And then Commander Jimmy Hunter had to fight for that right too, and won the case. Go ahead.
So like I said, if I could, also when you come into your identity, you start learning that you're Israelite. So it also puts you in a headspace to hold yourself to a certain standard. You won't allow yourself to behave a certain way.
Not only that, sis, that's what. Not only that, hold your nation. I found out the truth. I found out who I was. Guess what? The first thing I want to do, tell everybody around me. Don't you know you're Israelite? I'm gonna tell my whole family you Israelite. I'm supposed to say you're Israelite. Guess what the first thing? You crazy, you in the cult. How am I in the cult? Well, this is what the Bible say. It line up in history and everything. They don't want to hear it. They're not designed to hear that. They designed to accept trash. They designed to be the catfish, or they designed to be the bottom feeder. We have a bottom feeder mind state, and it's proven in all our ways. Because how we eat, how we present ourselves as the bottom of the barrel. We could change all of that if we knew who we was. Simple enough. If we knew, like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be the leader and not the tail end, like the Bible says in Deuteronomy. I'm supposed to be head and not the tail. Then you start changing those things around, and it's not going to happen overnight. You know what I mean? And sometimes, well, I ain't going to say sometimes, all the time, you need guidance. You need guidance. You need somebody to guide you in the right direction, keep you on the right track to being who you're supposed to be. Because the baby just don't come out the womb and start walking. You know what I mean? But that's how we are as a nation. And the Christian church has taught us to be followers instead of a nation. You know what I mean? The Christian church has, well, if you follow this blueprint, follow this manifestation, and that's all the Christian church is. Follow this blueprint, follow this manifestation, and listen to this crap, then you will have something. In the end, you will be stripped from everything that you have. You know what I mean? You won't even have an identity. You will have nothing. You will just be a model Christian. That's all. At the end, they'll be a model Christian. And you'll wake up, and before you know it, you'll be, God loves everybody. Good morning. How you doing today? God loves you. You'll be just like that. You will be brainwashed and a polished Christian. I haven't seen them. It ain't hard to find them. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere you go, there's somebody just like that. God loves you. And that's a sad thing, man. I feel for them people, man. And then what's that movie called? Get Out? Yeah, they need to get out. You know what I'm saying? Because they trapped in being a Christian. Their mind wasn't strong enough to really see through the facade of the Christian pastor. And then they completely brainwashed. Their mind took over. And God loves everybody and this and that. They invade your space. They invade your space with the word of the Lord. So they say, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna do something proper with your Bible. The first thing, what do you think about God being black? God being black. Express their faith. Because in the image, that's the strong. That's in the back of their mind, Jesus is white and God is white. I'm gonna attack you where you strong at now. And they don't know that. Christians don't know that. They don't know that. They think that God is white. You know what I'm saying? They black. They don't even see themselves and they think that God is white. So who are they trying to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, my bad. I know you had something to say.
Nah. I was just thinking about what you're saying. Who are they trying to be is a heavy question.
Yeah.
I can't even. I don't even know. They know they can't be a white man, so that they possibly thinking they'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, pass away and go to heaven and live with white men. I don't know. Who are they trying to be? I gotta ask Cap that question. But what I was gonna say, sir, was yeah, that example of a destroyed Christian, as you just said, that's just the empty shell. That's the destroyed for lack of better knowledge.
Yeah.
But also, you know what I'm saying, we find in the Christian church a lot that there's no brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's just selfishness. There's no selflessness in the Christian church because everybody is there for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I gotta manifest this and make this happen for me and my family. I gotta get this. There's no, hey, I want him and him and him and him to be good. I want this whole room for the people to be Tawab. And then after that, I want this whole zone for the people to be Tawab.
Yeah.
I want this whole nation of people. There's none of that in the Christian church.
Hey, man, get a Lord a hand, man, for establishing the I.S.U.P.K. Right? Because guess what, man? We care for one another. That's the greatest commandment, man. The second greatest commandment is to love thy neighbor as thyself. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church, they don't love thy neighbor as thyself. They love themselves as themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Because don't he always talk? Don't when the pastor talking, it always sound like he's talking directly to you. He's working on your ego. He's working on your pride. He's building you up to be you to be a God. That's exactly what he's doing. And why is it always a problem? Because they don't think about the next man.
Yep.
It's all a facade when they say the brotherhood and the ushers and all that. That's a facade. That's a facade. You know what I mean? That's just to say, yeah, we together. But when you really look at it individually, and all they talk about is individualism. You know what I mean? They not really building anything. They trying to manifest their own things. In I.S.U.P.K, man, we building a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get your rank raised, the first rank raise you get is a trooper. You know what I'm saying? You become a trooper, and then after that you become a 50. And I thought that was so heavy on me, man. You know, when I first came to 50, I was like, 50? Responsible for 50 people? What can I do for 50 people? You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. I'm like, 50 people? Sure, man, do I even got to talk to people in my house? You know what I'm saying? Like, it made me start thinking more about somebody else. You don't think more about nobody in the Christian church. You only think about yourself. You think more and more about yourself. Because that's what the pastor is telling you. Don't you want a blessing? Don't you want to sow a seed? That's what he's telling you to do. He's programming you to think like, to get you to think like you are God. You know what I mean? In I.S.U.P.K, we programming our people to be a nation.
That's right.
What's great? We don't even think about ourselves as a nation. We think about ourselves as individuals. Like, I'm a Baptist, I'm Buddhist, or I'm Muslim, and all this.
Right.
Nigga, you black, and we ain't got no one foundation that we can stay on.
Right.
It's a shame. You know what I mean? But guess what? We do have one foundation we can stand on, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. We stand on I.S.U.P.K, and this ain't gonna shake, shift, or none of that.
That's right.
It's a solid foundation. Go ahead.
Right. If I could real quick, you know, they even allow us to be divided amongst fraternities, right? They'll let black people be Crips, Blood. They'll let you be all that. You understand what I'm saying? They'll let the Puerto Ricans be the Brown Berets. You understand what I'm saying? As long as when we pick up other things besides being Yasha Allah, you understand what I'm saying? When we pick up those things, we can be divided. So even though the Alphas got a lot of money, the Qs got a lot of money, but guess what? They still divided. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
What the brother said was so heavy, man. We on the scripture talking about a sign unto the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, the oppressor is so crafty,
Mm-hmm.
so crafty, so crafty. He'll give you a sign unto the nation,
Right.
and you don't even know it. He'll put up gang banging. He'll put up gangsterism. He'll put up homosexuality, cross dressing. He'll put up all these things, and that'll be a sign to your nation that if you pick up on it, guess what? You didn't fail for his crafty, his craftiness. You didn't fail for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But guess what? You need to pick up on a sign the Lord and gave you.
That's right.
Anybody can throw you a sign. Shit, the stop sign will tell you to stop.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And then the Lord will tell you how to be a nation now. You want to be a nation? You know what I'm saying? Get the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You watching online, man. If you hearing this, if you liking this, man, if you in another city, just contact the nearest I.S.U.P.K school near you. That's definitely a man in your city. There's a man that can handle all your problems, all your issues. He can get all the Christianity off of you. I mean, everybody that came from a Christianity background because Christianity is so popular and so selfish. Christianity is selfish. Don't you want a blessing? That's the first thing they say. And you come out the service, you don't even know what the service was about. It wasn't about nothing. It's a song and a dance. It's the club on a Sunday. You know what I mean? They have the band going. You know what I mean? That's talking like this was talking times. Pass the church, play the ground one more time. Somebody in here blessing, get the working on you. You know what I mean? It's all of us time. Are they telling you anything about? Are they opening the Bible up and reading? Are they telling you about Exodus chapter 13? You know what I'm saying? Or they tell you about Genesis? They're not reading it word for word. We reading it word for word. And I'm
words that we don't understand.
Right, and I'm catching every glimpse of it, man, every vial of it just by reading it word for word. You know what I mean? They don't even do that in the Christian church. We do it here in I.S.U.K though. You know what I mean? We break it down word for word. You know, because reading is fundamental. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
Oh God. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 10. Thou shalt therefore keep this ordinance in his season from year to year.
Yeah, man. This is a yearly commitment, man. This is a lifelong, prolonged commitment. We keep the commandments, what the Lord tell us to do year for year. It ain't hard, man. It ain't nothing hard about keeping the commandments, man. It ain't nothing hard about being simple. There ain't nothing wrong with being a nigga in the right way. That's the right way to do everything. You know what I'm saying? You can be yourself. It's a reason why when you see something out of the ordinary, you automatically disassociate with it. You know what I mean? So your spirit to automatically cut something off that ain't right. You know what I mean? And the Lord that gave us commandments to fortify it, man. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no question in the body. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we in Exodus chapter 13, man, verse 10. We'll definitely be picking up. Next year. We'll be picking up next week. Starting at verse 11. We can end it right there. We'll be picking up next week at verse 11. You know, this is the Lord talking to Moses, giving him instructions on how the children of Israel should behave, things that they should keep, you know, and to be simple. How to be simple. You know, I think my next class might be how to be simple.
What's I ain't crazy?
How to be simple, man. Being simple. Ain't nothing wrong with being simple, man. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to be like everybody else, man? You know, I joke with the guys all the time. I never looked at a white female that was like, oh man, I gotta spend my game in her. I gotta come. I never experienced that because it ain't in my spirit to be like that. But when you see a sister, you get nervous sometimes. I'm approach you. How I'm doing, man? I don't know. You ever experienced that? Like you never see no white female be like, man, I want to rap too. It ain't like that with white females. It's like that with sisters though. Like, man, I'm gonna rap to her. You know what I mean? because that's something that's in our DNA. And guess what? Don't fight your DNA, man. You were designed to be separate. You were designed to like, you know what I'm saying? You were designed to like your own, man, and be with your own, man. You know what I mean? It's in your nature. It's in your nature, man. Don't go against your nature, man. Oh,
We don't have time. We can do 10 more today, and I'll pick up from the
backtrack. We're gonna do another 10 verses. Let's get to it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 11, in the Hebrew. Wahaya, Slakia, Wahaya, Kaya, Ya Ba'aka, Yahweh, all, Aratazah, Ha Kana'anya, Ka Ashar, Nashabai, Laka, Wa La Abathiaka, Wa Nafna, Laka. Verse 12. Waha Ibarath, Call Patar, Raham, La Yahweh, will call Patar, Shagar, Bahama, Ashar, Yahaya, Laka, Hazakariam, La Yahweh. Verse 13. Will call Patar, Hamar, Sapada, Bashat, Wa'am, La'ah, Wa'ai, Rapathawa, will call Bakawar, Adam, Bab Banyaka, Sapada. Verse 14. Wahaya, Kaya, Yasha Alka, Banka, Mahar, La Amar, Ma, Za'af, Wa Amartha, Alayawa, Bachazak, Yad, Ha, Wataza Ya'anawa, Yahweh, Ma Matazarayam, Ma Bayath, Ibadium. Verse 15. Wayahaya, Kaya, Hakwasha, Para'aya, La Shalachnawa, Waya Harag, Yahweh, Call Bakawar, Ba'aratazah, Matazarayam, Mabakar, Adam, Wa'ai, Bakawar, Bahama, Ayel Khan, Anya, Zabak, La Yahweh, Call, Patar, Raham, Ha, Zachariam, Wakal, Bakawar, Banya, Apada. Verse 16. Wahaya, La Awaf, Ayel, Yadka, there's a Yadka. 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 Wala Tawa Ta Path. Bayan. Ayanyaka. Kaya. Ba Khazak. Ya. Hawa Taza Ya'anawa. Yahweh. Matazarayam. Verse 17. Wayahaya. Mashalach. Para'aya. Af. Ha'an. Wala'ah. Nacham. Allaham. It's like Allahayam. It's like Allahayam. Darak. Aratazah. Palashathium. Kaya. Hora. Hora. Hawa'a. Kaya. Amar. Allahayim. Han. Yanachim. Ha'aim. Ba. Ra'athim. Malakma. Washabwa. Ma Tazarayama. Verse 18. Wayasab. Allahayim. Af. Ha'aim. Darak. Ha. Ma Dabar. Yum. Sawak. Wa Hamashium. Alwa. Ilawa. Manya. Yasha'ala. Matazarayam. Slakia. Ma'aratza. Matazarayam. Verse 19. Wayakwak. Mashah. Af. I Tazamawath. Yawasap. Imawa. Kaya. Hashabai. Hashabayai. Af. Banya. Yasha'ala. La Amar. Paquad. Ya Paquad. Allahayim. Afkam. Wa Ha'il Yatham. Af. I Tazamathia. Mazah. Afkam. Verse 20. Waya Sa'aiwa. Masakaf. Waya Khanawa. Ba Atham. Ba Quataza. Ha Madabar. Two more. Last two. Two more. So it's only going to 22. It's up to you. We gotta pick it up next week either way. Do the last two? Yes. Verse 21. Halak. Lapan Yaham. Yawamam. Ba'ai Mawad. Ainan. Lanakatham. Hadarak. Wala Yala. Ba'ai Mawad. Ash. Laha Ayar. Laham. La Lakaf. Yawamam. Wa La Yala. Verse 22. La A. Yum Yash. I'm Wad. Ha Inan. Ya Wamam. Wa I Mawad. Ha Ash. La Yala. La Panya. Ha I'm. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 11 in the English. And it shall be when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, as he sware unto thee and to thy fathers, and shall give it to thee. Verse 12, that thou shalt set apart unto the Lord all that openeth the matrix, and every firstling that cometh of a beast which thou hast, the male shall be the Lord's. Verse 13, and every firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb, and if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck. And all the firstborn of man among thy children shalt thou redeem. Verse 14, and it shall be when thy son asketh thee in time to come, saying, what is this? That thou shalt say unto him, by strength of hand of the Lord brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage. Verse 15, and it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beasts. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all that openeth the matrix, being males, but all the firstborn of my children are redeemed.
All right, let's slow down here now. Talking about the matrix and firstborn and everything, right? So, the matrix, sis, do you know what matrix is?
So like is there is a woman's body?
Not just a woman's.
Like her.
You're right. You're right. You're not wrong. But it's another way of saying birth. The matrix, birth, vaginal birth. That's, and it's from male. Not male, but beast, human. But in this case, it's talking about the matrix. Read it one time, verse 13.
Verse 13, and every firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb.
That's talking about a horse. Redeeming. This is like
We may read 12, so Matrix.
No, the Matrix found in 14.
It's 12.
Yeah, read 12.
Verse 12, that thou shalt set apart unto the Lord all that openeth the matrix.
That's more on it. Yes, thank you. What? But yeah, the first anything that like the first thing that come out the matrix, that's into the Lord. Yeah, I mean, so that's backtracking on. When we came out of Egypt, the Lord killed the firstborns of everything living: mosquito, fly, maggot, lizard, snake. He killed everything, the firstborn that was living in Egypt. That's a statement to show how much power he got. You know what I mean? How much power he have and who he dealing with. And same thing, like let us not forget that. You know what I mean? Let us not forget the kind of God that we serve. How much power he have, what he did. That when I just now saying it's amazing when you hear it. When it's the truth. And that's what happened. But you don't think about those things on a daily basis. That's not something you think about on a daily basis. Lord know that too. You're dealing with your life, you're dealing, you growing up, you have kids and everything. But don't you forget that I'm the God that you serve, and I didn't kill everything in Egypt that was the firstborn. Remember I did that? I remember I did that for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of God that we serve. Him, like, you know what I mean? And he wants to show out. The Lord wants to show out for us. But it's like he can say that, like, yeah, remember I did this? It's like, oh, I love everybody. You know, I'm trying to manifest this nice 2-story house. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you? Hey, that's how the Lord is looking at us. Like, how dare you try to manifest a 2-story house when in my name, or so-called in my name, and I'm trying to give you more than the planet. I'm trying to give you rulership over Jupiter, Neptune, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you can't even fathom. You know what I mean? If you wrap your mind around something small like that, like, wait a minute. You tell me he killed the firstborn of everything, insect, beast, human being, for our name's sake. You know what I'm saying? For the nation of Israel. Because this guy wanted to show that he was the power in our life. That's not a small thing. Let us remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Because, sir, the Most High loves us so much as black and brown people, the Israelites of antiquity. The miracles are nonstop. You know what I'm saying? All throughout the Torah, you know what I'm saying, it's miracles. We're gonna get into some. He killed, like the Mahanawan said. You know what I'm saying? He killed he unalived the firstborn of all the Egyptians just so he could get us out of that captivity. Then after that, he gonna light the way. He gonna light the darkness and give us a direction to go in the wilderness and feed us and give us water in the wilderness. And then after that, he's gonna help our armies take over land. And now, you know what I'm saying, fast forward thousands of years, he gave his black and brown people the I.S.U.P.K. so we wouldn't forget our culture. And the slavery, you know what I'm saying? The Lord doesn't stop. The Lord doesn't stop.
The Lord's still with us, man. Guess what? How I was just saying, how you were saying, he don't stop. And it's like, let me see if this generation get it. Let me see how many people read these records, believe in me. Can I do it with this generation? I want to do it with this people. You know what I'm saying? He want to do it with us. Because guess what? You look around, man, you see Chinatown thriving. You see the Arabs thriving. They got, gas stations and everything. They got their own land. They come over here to make money. We live here. You know what I'm saying? We were slaves here. And we still ain't got no little nigga town, no. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got nothing, bro. Come on, go ahead, sis.
So like I said, just to touch on what you were saying about the Lord wanting recognition, for all the miracles that he does, that really like spoke to the high holy days for me, because sometimes like it don't even really click in my head how important the high holy days is, but it's like it is, because it gives us constant opportunity to remember it. So
That's something small. I ain't gonna say it's something small because he did it for us. And anything he do for us, it's not small, but he wants to do more for us, and we have to pay gratitude as a nation, as a people. We have to say, "Oh my God, thank you for delivering us from Egypt." We wasn't doing that when we was being delivered from Egypt. We didn't think we had a problem. We didn't think we was slaves. We've been broken since Egypt. And now look at us now. Like, for you to find a brother in the I.S.U.P.K, anybody, to come across somebody that got a clue on what's going on and who they are in the I.S.U.P.K, boy, that's a snowball living in hell right there.
It's a miracle.
It's definitely a miracle. Go ahead, sis. Because like, we've been beaten up so much. We've been beaten in Egypt. when we was coming out of Egypt, when we was coming out of bondage, they wanted to kill Moses. And he was doing miracles. After he split the sea, you know, they still try to build golden calves and all that. You know what I mean? He go up there and talk to the Lord, come back. Oh, this is what you niggas been doing, huh? Throw the commandments down. I mean, trying to be getting away from him. That's how that's the kind of people we, you know what I mean? It's, you know, like being a priest, you gonna deal with people like that. You know what I mean? Doing the Lord's work, you gonna deal with your own kind, being stubborn like that, and it's the best job on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they stubborn, they hard headed. You seeing what the Lord seeing. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's your job to love your neighbor as yourself.
That's right.
The best way I like. If I was thinking how he was thinking, and I want to fix it, I gotta think how he thinking right now. Fix it. Always a deeper underlying thing. That's why we have counseling and all that, those type of things. It's a little trivial with our job. You know what I mean? As a priest in I.S.U.P.K. It goes deep, but yeah, man. Man, you got to about the big spirit.
That's Sabbath service to do it.
Let's continue.
Come. Verse 15. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beasts. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all that openeth the matrix, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem. Verse 16.
Hold up, man. That ain't nothing light right there. You know what I'm saying? You see how the Lord operated? The Lord didn't call for that until Pharaoh said he set a curse on Israel. He was like, I'm paraphrasing, when he said the firstborn, that was in his power to do that. That was in Pharaoh's power to slay the firstborn of all Israelites. He had that kind of power. And the Lord was like, well, let me show you my power overnight. You know what I'm saying? This ain't going to take no time for me. You know what I mean? That's how much power Pharaoh had and the kind of power that the God that we serve. You know what I'm saying? He demonstrated. And he can demonstrate much more. He wants to demonstrate much more. You know what I mean? But we have to acknowledge things like that. You know what I mean? Like how's this working down? If somebody can see it and understand it, okay. But guess what? The Lord, he can do it again. He did it with COVID-19. He did it like, you know what? I don't want to take out 700,000 people. And I don't want to do it in the harsh way. I want to do it in a casualty. You know, just a small little, all right, throw the COVID out there. Let it get out there and let some of my people wake up. You know, he can do it with the measles. You know, the measles outbreak is on the rise right there in Texas. You know what I mean? Donald Trump back in office. I think Donald Trump was in office when the COVID got released.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox too? Yep, monkeypox is doing something nasty out there.
He killed, it's like he unalived people with packs of noodles.
Packs of noodles is insane.
He is though.
Yeah, packs of noodles, man.
Remember when just not too long ago?
That was like
don't eat the noodles. Don't eat the noodles.
Yeah. See that Lord, he can do it, man. And we recognize it in I.S.U.P.K.
So I'm sorry, it just made me think about people, you know, about slay all the firstborn. And which is ironic because, you know, Pharaoh had all the babies slayed just, you know, years before. And so most of them went back around and did it overnight like that. That's wrong.
I could. I was thinking that too. Like we can't forget these heathens get what they deserve.
And
something like,
nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the Christians would be like the Old Testament. Most High was angry. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, God loved everybody. Now, God was the Most High was giving what people deserved. Pharaoh had us our firstborn alive. Most High did that right back to him.
I'm glad you said the Christians, because guess what? Abortion rate is still up. They have the power to influence you to not have a child. Think about that. They don't have to say, all right, look, back then, in Pharaoh's day, you know, Pharaoh had the handmaids, and he tell them, all right, if it's a boy, slay him. If it's a girl, we're going to get the girl. It happened with our king, too. When Christ was born, they was trying to get rid of Christ. Every boy that was 3 years old and under, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if it was 3 years old and under, kill all of them. But that's sad as hell. You know what I'm saying? It needs the kind of people that are in rulership right now. Abortion should not be legal for no kind of reason. You know what I mean? Like that's a ruling argument right now. Are you for abortion or are you against abortion? Abortion, that don't even sound abort. Let's break abortion down. Abort, this is like, and most females, that's a different topic for another class. I'm not gonna get into it. It's a different class. But, I just want to touch on it real quick. Yeah, man, that's the kind of people that are ruling over us. That's the kind of power that they have. And the Lord wanted to match that power overnight. You know what I'm saying? Show them like, yeah, I'm real. I'm really real. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my people to forget this thing. I don't want my people to think that this is small. I want my people to worship me because I am a God. I am the only God to be worshipped. You know what I'm saying? And we don't see that. When we was coming out of Egypt after all these miracles, we were still docile to the fact that we have a real God. Because there was so many other gods in Egypt. And you go back and look in the archives in history, there was so many different gods people was worshiping in Egypt. And if you think about it, you got to think about it. Like, you're praying 3-4 times a day to a God. You dedicating yourself and your time to serve a God. And think about if you're doing it to 5 different gods. You serving 5 gods? I can't even think. What? 5 gods? Imagine somebody was serving 30 gods in Egypt.
I don't even remember 5 phone numbers by heart.
What? But pull out the whole little clipboard. Thank you, God, for the water. Thank you, God, for the bread. Thank you, God, for the grass. Thank you, God, for the air. God of the air. Some God. Yeah, there was many gods in Egypt that people was. You know how we read the prayers? It was probably like serving gods like that. You know what I mean? But let me get back on track. Yeah, man, he wants you to have gratitude to what he has done for us as a nation. And we have to see ourselves as a nation. You know what I mean? When we see ourselves as a nation, when we in that spirit, in one body, and we locked in, oh my God, we undefeatable.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But if somebody thinking individually, I mean, of course, because we have works here, you know, ranking, order, structure, discipline. We have those things here. But if you're thinking, I want to do this on my own, really, you out of luck. You know what I mean? That God don't operate like that. He got his own agenda. He wants us to be the head nation of the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And we can do it. We can do anything we set our mind to, but we set our mind to physical and BS. Like dunking the ball, kicking the ball, running. We set our minds to that. And the oppressor broadcast that to us. You know what I mean? He's good at broadcasting distractions to us. He don't broadcast a badass lawyer. He don't show you the badass lawyer. He don't show you the badass doctor. You know, he don't show you. He never show you as a nation. He show you what you should be as a nation.
If I could.
Sure.
On top of that, sir, that's heavy what you're saying. But on top of that, he doesn't show you what you can do without him. He makes you depend on him. He don't tell blacks and Hispanics, hey, y'all might want to, you know what I'm saying, start getting y'all own grocery stores in y'all own communities in your own, you know what I'm saying,
Never,
auto
never,
shops.
never.
Never he gonna tell y'all to rely on yourself. Because he wants your dollar for him, and he wants his dollar for him too.
Yeah, it's all a business. And then at the same time, it's greater than a business. It's more it's more fighting for world dominion. You know what I mean? Because if we understood how things process, and if all of us understood how things process, change overnight like that. You know what I mean? Go ahead, sis.
So like, sir, if I could, so how you said, sir, like we won't show you how to what you're doing independently, but ridicule like every other nation. I don't really see Esau say it a lot, but every other nation will always say like black people need to pull themselves up out of distress. But they won't tell you the opposite. They'll ridicule for not doing it.
Con, sis. Most I ain't crazy. Oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks.
That's right. All right,
verse 16. And it shall be for a token upon thine hand, for frontlets between thine eyes. For by strength of hand the Lord brought us forth out of Egypt. Verse 17. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. That was near. For God said, lest peradventure the people repent when they like you. Lest peradventure the people repent when they see war and they return to Egypt. Verse 18. It's like that's heavy right there, though, sir.
Yeah.
That's real heavy.
One more time.
Kind of a kind. Verse 17. And it came to pass when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God led them not through the way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. For God said, lest peradventure the people repent.
But, you know, if we would have got free from the Egyptians and went to the Philistines, I'm sick. I'm mad. I'm mad now because I'm understanding. Like, they would have been, you know, we was in Egypt.
We were safe.
All these things. And Moses here.
Right.
They would have found a way back to Egypt. Or they would have made a way with the Philistines. Why we can't have our own? Like, why we can't be ourselves? You know what I'm saying? We are us. We need to be us. We need to be who we are. Like, ain't nothing wrong with being us, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, the Lord loves us. Man, ain't that enough right there? Like, if the Lord love us, why we can't love ourselves? Like, that shit really blow. It's like that really blow my mind. Like we so quick to get with somebody else and deal with somebody else, or you know, be under somebody. Man, the Lord love us, man. Let's be us. Let's be YAHANNA. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Like everything else is whack. We make things great. You know what I'm saying? We make the best music. We run the music industry. We run the entertainment industry. We make things great. You don't have to make somebody else's. Let's make us great. You know what I'm saying? Nah, screw all that. We ain't with the blase. We with us. You feel me, man? Let's make us great. And then what we need to start digging into is looking at each other. You know what I'm saying? Loving each other as one. You know what I mean? And listening to who the Lord put in place to say you are a nation. You know what I mean? The Lord telling us we a nation. Once we pick up on it, how can we be the best nation? Instead of trying to make another nation great. You know what I mean? I ain't mean sorry.
I ain't crazy, sir.
That blew my mind though. Like, we're quick to run to somebody else's fence, join, you know, cast out the one and try to be with somebody else. You know, be a part of another nation. No, man, not no more. Not no more. It's a lot.
Verse 18. But God led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up, harnessed out of the land of Egypt. Verse 19, and Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straitly sworn the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones away hence with you. Verse 20, and they took their journey from Sabbath and encamped in I.S.U.P.K, in the edge of the wilderness. Verse 21, and the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, to go by day and night. Verse 22, and he took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people.
There you go, man. And he was with us. I mean, that just solidifies our God even more by leading us with a pillar through, the night, the fire. Like, come on now.
Making sure we ain't go to in a war too.
Shouldn't be no talk. Shouldn't be no talk of or no doubt, no none of that. As a nation, you are witnessing a miracle. You feel me?
We didn't even get to the chicken and
you're not even the one to talk to God. You know what I'm saying? Moses the one to talk to God. You don't even talk to God. You are witnessing it. You are a witness. How did we fall? How did we fall this low? And I'm knowing the Lord thinking more like, these people I love, these people I do these miracles for, these people I extend my hand to, right? I take them out of bondage. I move them here. They are seeing me through a pillar of fire, and they still don't worship me. When the gods of Egypt done nothing for them, we are conditioned slaves, and that can change. It's going to change. Some people love being slaves now. Don't get it twisted. Some people love their little 9 to 5, master this, master that, kiss the ass of the oppressor. Some people love that. We don't love that here in I.S.U.P.K. We love our people. And we're telling you, you are greater than being a slave. You're supposed to be ruling on the face of the earth. Whether you like it or not, whether you listen or not, some people are going to listen, some people are not going to listen. We're going to drop the truth on you.
That's right.
And brother, sister, break out of that slave mentality. Break out of it. We're not slaves. You know what I'm saying? We're putting away our curses, and we are becoming the princes and princesses that were supposed to be on the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's my kid is ready to come back. But he overdue for it, man. And man, he deserves it. And guess what, black man? You deserve a break too, man. You've been rounded to less than a powder. You down there evaporated. Yeah, I mean, how can 5 Chinese men get together and have no problem? 5 black men can't get together and have no problem. 5 Hispanic men can't get together and have no drug issue. You know what I mean? Why is that? Why is that, man? You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to build a solid foundation. We got a solid foundation in the I.S.U.P.K. Pick up on it, man. We'll be picking up at chapter 14, Exodus, next week for Sabbath service. And if you're new, if you're watching, if you in another city, if you just first time coming on the YouTube or Facebook, like, subscribe. If you like what you're hearing, man, give your nearest I.S.U.K. Houston school a call, and they'll be in communications with you, contact with you. So with that, we're going to end it. We're going to end the Sabbath service. While you which means to stand.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Sorry, trying to face east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, BLACKWATCH, Taba'ah, Ratzaika, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashemayim, Nathanawa, Lacham, Ko, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawat now, Kasalak now, Kabawati now, Wala'ah, Taba'ayah now, Banasaya one, Abal, Kawashaya now, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wahata Parat, I will love you, Aman.
In the English, our
Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. So, all right. Courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel, Manu, Shabbat, Rock,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua.
Manu, so turn to face the sisters. Stand. Men of Israel, Manu, Shabbat, Manu, Rock,
Yahweh Shemar Lataba Hashem Yahshua.
Yeah, you must dismiss.